Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how to create a 3D print for the front of your car. So you can just make your car as it is now, as one whole body. And then what you can do later is you can actually split the bodies to then create your front wing for the car. Okay, so previously we used to make them as two separate parts, but obviously doing it this way makes it so much easier. So then it's just, yeah, you splitting that car body. It's already there done, so don't have to match up, slopes and stuff like that. It just makes it 10 times easier. So to do this, we're going to go to offset plane. I'm just going to click revert position. Alright, just ignore the virtual cargo there. Alright, but I'm going to go to the back of the car and select here. And I'm going to drag this to the front of the car. Alright, just go to the side view. Now this plane is where you want the split to happen. So let's just say, for example, obviously you want this part of the car to be the front wing. Okay, I could go here. Alright, at the moment I'm minus 185, but for you it could be, another dimension, doesn't really matter. Okay, so wherever you want that to be, but it will need to be in front of the front wheels here. Okay, alright, if you're happy with that, press OK. Just going to click in the corner here. Alright, so that's where the split's going to be. So if we use the split body tool now, we can select the car body, and then we go here to splitting tools and go select, and we're going to select that plane. Okay, so that's where it's going to split. Press OK. Now when I've been playing around with this, the one thing that I notice is that for some reason the decals all come to the front here. I don't know why it does that. So what you can do is just delete all of these. So I just held shift and clicked on all of them. Go right click delete and just remove them. Now those decals obviously you can put back on the car later, so it doesn't really matter for now. But as you can see, you now have a split down the middle. So body 4 is the actual car, body 1 is, obviously the front here. Okay, and that's probably why the decal is stuffed up, because it's saying that this is body 1 now. Alright, now so you've got that. Now what you can do as well is you need to think about how you're going to join these parts together. So at the moment it's just a butt joint, which means it's just basically two flat surfaces coming in together, and I can show you what that looks like. So if I hide body 1, see how it's just a flat surface here. I hide body 4, and it's just a flat surface here. Okay, so if you were gluing those together, obviously you just put some glue on it, put them together, and that's about it. Now for F1 in schools, obviously that's not good enough, that's pretty average, so it's going to be really hard to align it to get it all in perfectly, to make sure it's all nice and straight. So what I would do is, for example, I could hide body 1 and focus on this part now. So I'm going to create a sketch on that surface. Alright, now for example, just one example of what you could do, we could create like a little tongue here. So making a rectangle. I'm just going to do it as a random size for now and go to dimensions. Alright, so I can go from like this side of the rectangle. Alright, and it won't let me select that outer edge, so I'm going to hit escape. Alright, and I'm going to press, actually I'll do it on here, but we're going to do project geometry, which is this one, project. Alright, the shortcut is P, so I could have just hit P on my keyboard and used it. Alright, so I'm going to project this, actually we'll just click on this surface here, press OK. Alright, so now it's projected that whole outline there. So let's try again. So go sketch dimension, from there to there. Alright, and let's just say we make this one 3 millimeters. Do the same on this side, 3. And I might just make it all the way around 3 millimeters. Okay, and then I'll probably just do the dimension for the actual rectangle itself. So at the moment that's about 5 mil. Let's just say we make it 6. Okay, that will do. Alright, so all the way around it's 3, 3, 3, and then the actual rectangle was 6 millimeters wide like that. So What you're going to have to do is finish the sketch. Just click on the corner, and we can then extrude that shape out this way. Okay, so let's just say we extrude it out by, oh no, let's just do 8mm for now. Cool. All right, so we've got that now. We need to obviously create the section on the 3D print that's going to allow for this to go into it. Okay, so we need to create like a little hole for it. So if we then, we could hide the body, then yeah, appear this one here, and I'll show you, yeah, there's a few other things we could do with that later. Alright, so start a sketch on here now. Alright, if the wheels and stuff are in the way, we can just hide all these. Alright, and the virtual cargo as well. Awesome, alright, so same thing, rectangle. I'm just going to do this one quickly. Alright, so from here to here. I think that's the correct edge, yeah. Alright, so that's 3. Alright, we'll do the last one. And from here to here was 6. Awesome. Alright, now, like I said, this one here now has to go in as a cut. Alright, and to match it up, it needs to be 8mm as well. Now, what I would encourage you to do is to make one of them slightly bigger. Okay, so for this one here, you might want to do like 8.1 or 8.2. You might just do 8.2 for now. Okay, so there's enough room in there to make sure it goes in all the way. And you've also got glue as well. Okay, just to make that a little bit better. Another thing you could also do is in that sketch that we just made. Alright, if I go right click, edit sketch, even some of these dimensions here, you might want to make them a touch bigger too. So this 6mm here, you can make that 6.2. Alright, these here, you can maybe make them a touch smaller as well. So yeah, if you're finding that your 3D print isn't fitting perfectly, alright, they're the type of things that you can edit. Alright, you can obviously talk about those things as well, and talk about how, you know, yeah, you need an extra clearance for glue and for, yeah, making sure it fits perfectly. Alright, but anyway, I might just leave it like that for now. We'll go finish sketch. Okay, so we've got that. Now, if I bring the body back, you can't actually see that joining. So what you could do here is I could maybe right click on the body, on the front wing, opacity control, and I can change this down to like maybe 30, for example. Okay, now I could make that a little bit more. Alright, and then you can start to see how that joins up. So it joins up perfectly. You've got that tiny little gap at the end there, is what I put there. So yeah, you can start to see how that actually fits in together. Alright, but that's what you're going to have to do once obviously you get your car body sorted. You don't have to use this method here. Obviously you can use different methods, but you obviously want to make sure that yeah, you can at least get it to fit something like this. So when I glue that front wing in, I know it's not going to rotate and it's going to align straight. Okay. One more thing to think about before obviously we move on is for the car body, the machine can't obviously cut sharp corners like this. So obviously you'll need to go around and put fillets on those edges there. Okay. But yeah, that's something that you're going to have to sort out all the way. Alright, so I'm not sure if it's going to let me do it. I think there might be an error for some reason, but if we were to make these 3mm, for example, yeah, okay, so there's an error there for me for some reason. I haven't got time to look into it right now, but yeah, that's what you would need to do. Put fillets around there so it matches what your car will actually look like when it comes out of the machine. Alright, in the next video we'll look through and start doing some FEA testing as well. So that will get you ready for your yeah, for some of your strength testing for your car and for your portfolio for the competition. All right. last thing I suppose I'll show you as well is, yeah, just remember to bring all these back. Okay, so just click on the little eye there. Alright, and all your parts will start appearing. Okay, done. Thank you very much.